That's a lot of oil. Yeah, we are master batching the oils so that we can make some more soap. And what I do is I take all of my oils, combine them at the ratio of my recipe, and I put them in my big pot, which I call Bertha. And then when I'm ready, I can just pull out, I turn it on, I get it nice and warm. And then I just pour out however much I need for the specific day. This way I don't have to, fill up all the oils on the day of. Oh, you know what I did not get is a garbage can, or a garbage bag. So, and John is right now trying to warm up some coconut oil because in our recipe we have olive oil, castor oil, rice bran oil, shea butter, palm oil, and coconut oil. And these three are nice and easy to put in because they're liquid oil. We just, dump it right in. And the other three I have to melt down before I put in. So that takes a while. And in order to expedite it, we're, working in tandem today. So one of the best tricks that I've ever figured out was to use the old-fashioned can opener. So my biggest tip for opening the olive oil is forget about these stupid little things that you have to struggle with. I just poke a couple of holes in both sides so that the air can flow through. And I know I'm going to need at least 3 cans, so I'm going to poke the holes in all 3 cans. And then I'll look to see what I have opened on the shelf next to me. It takes 3 full cans and then some. Hello, July. So, you know how like when you're pouring out your olive oil and it glug, glug, glugs, pours so slow? This is the best tip that I have for that. So instead of it glug, glug, glugging, I'll just pour the entire can in, just like this. John's getting in my garbage bag because filling up Bertha fills an entire garbage bag as well. And we're using pure olive oil. And this we pick up at the regular restaurant supply store. You can pick it up at, BJ's or what's the other one? Costco. It just pours out so much faster when you give it that air at the top. That's the majority of my olive oil. What I'll do is I will, take another container and I'll put like the little extras that are more than the full container. And I'll put that in here so I can weigh it. And again, I'm always going to have those air holes on my can so that it'll pour nicely on the scale. It'll pour nicely into the bucket. I'm just checking off. And I keep a list of the oils with the weights and how much I'm going to put in, and I cross it off as I go along so that I can remember what I've done and what I haven't done. But you see how I'm not getting that splashback and that glug, glug, glug. And there we go. That goes there. And this will go right in. And I also flip it. This way I'm not having to, it doesn't drip down the sides when you flip. And yes, there's still oil in here, but I'm going to probably use it for some of this. And then I'll scrape it all out at the end. So now I'll take my pencil and I will cross off my olive oil because that is done. How much does Bertha hold? That's a good question. I haven't got no idea. It's somewhere like 30, 50 gallons, something like that, 45 gallons, a lot. Bertha holds a lot. And I don't fill her up all the way. My refill takes her to about here. I don't know why I didn't make a recipe that goes all the way up, because sometimes I refill her when she's got some in it. So I just made one refill. So now I need some, this is my rice bran oil. And with the same concept, now this is gonna glug glug a little, as the, whatchamacallit, the olive oil. I'm gonna put a few holes in the handle so that when I pour it, it pours nicely. Yeah, stab. Did everybody see the, see this is glug glugging a little, because I'm pouring it too fast. And I'll take the tape that it covered with, put it right back in, put the cap on,
and you pour those with the spout on top.
Who said that? Is that a genius move that I did not know about?
Mm-hmm.
Who said that? Trying it right now. So don't stab the handle, is what you're saying.
Come on, girl, get out.
Genius. Fantastic. They're way faster. Thank you. Always learning. Nice new tip. That'll help in the future. Now I'll just pour like this. And I think I still even need more, babe. You want to grab me another one of the rice bran oil? Because I'm not planning on making anything today. I'll have time to. So now I am done with castor. Whoops. I also have it written on the container how much goes in, so I don't mess up. I'm gonna try this one backwards too. So will that work this way too? Okay, well now there's oil on my glasses. No, this one might need a stab. I'll just pour it slower. Oh, wait a minute, did she say backwards? That's not backwards. That's backwards. Much better. Yeah, that was right. Oh, it's not stick myself with.
Does your kettle have a heated jacket?
Huh?
Does your kettle have a heated jacket?
It doesn't have a heated jacket. Well, it doesn't have, like, it's not built in. What I did was I got a, see this orange thing is one of those metal jacket thingies for the barrels, metal barrels, whatever. And I converted it to work for this by, I would do what Jesse would call I redneck rigged it with a bungee cord so that it fits around here. And so when I need to heat the oils up, I just plug it in. And this is not, you know.
Hello, Kim.
pretty or interesting or fun in any way. In fact, this is one of those behind the scenes soap making things that I just can't stand to do.
Can we make soap as soon as she's filled up?
Can I? Yes. Will I? Not tonight. Oh, yes, I can. I have some oil splatter on my glasses, which is driving me insane, so I'll avoid those a little bit. I can, but I won't because I have things to do. And I don't have anything else ready. I don't have a light solution ready or anything. So I've got my castor, olive, and rice bran. Now I need my coconut, palm, and shea butter. We'll go shea butter, and this can get messy because there's a lot of it. I have to melt everything down. I melt everything down before I put it into Bertha, even though
Big stir stick?
I could, I hate opening these stupid things. Even though I could just put it in there and let that band thing do the work, it would take so long. So I'll put it in a bowl, I'll weigh it up, and then I'll pop it in the microwave to melt it all down before I put it in there. Do I need a big stir stick? Yes, I have that big paddle that Jessie does, which I don't know where it is.
It's around somewhere.
But after I heat everything up, so when I'm about to make a batch of soap, I'll turn her on. So like, let's say I'm gonna make soap at 7:30. I'll come home from work and I'll get home about 3 o'clock and I'll plug her in. And then at about 7 o'clock, I'll come over, give everything a big stir with the big giant paddle, which John's bringing to me right now. I think Jessie called it a crawfish paddle. Kind of looks like a pizza thing to me. So I'll use this, I'll stir everything up, and then I'll pour my oils that I need for the night. And that's how I get ready. So the oils are, yeah. So they'll be ready. So now I can only use a small bowl because this is all that will fit in my microwave. And I will start the a lot of shea butter. So I have my soup, and let's scoop away. Yeah, 100 grams can fit in the bucket here. I mean, the bowl. And then look down. Bring them on the outside and faster. So take this whole plastic piece. Yeah, no, it looks good though. Nice and white. No things floating and everything. I think that John. We get shea butter. It comes in blocks, and then we melt it down and we filter it through a cheesecloth and then pour it into the bucket here, so that there's no debris in it, because the shea butter that we get is the natural shea butter from our African supply guy, and sometimes it has like little sticks and twigs and stuff. She could melt it, but it would take hours. Like, it would take so long for her to melt this that it's just so much faster in the microwave. I don't want to take the chance of putting all of this in and then getting ready to go make soap and seeing that it wasn't melted down. Once it melts down and mixed with the other oils, it doesn't really solidify again. But if I put it in like this, it'll be solid and it might not all melt down and incorporate when I need it. The first time. Once it melts once, it's fine. So I'm just going to pop this in the microwave and I'll weigh out the rest.
That's it right there, Susie. By Kevin Dunn. How many batches does Bertha make? Hey, Julie.
It depends on the size. Most of the time we use the Margaret mold, so we can get 5 or 6 good ones out of there. But sometimes we make smaller ones, like the custom orders and like the skull soap that we did. I didn't do a full mold, so if I'm gonna take out a few for smaller batches, then I won't get a full 6 batches. Originally we're filling Bertha. And we need a lot of palm oil. So I'll start just putting it in here because it's gonna have to be microwaved down. Yeah, so right now we're master batching, meaning I take my soap recipe in the oils that I use, the ratios that I use, and I expand it so that it will fit in here. So instead of just making one batch of oils every single time, in the beginning we were making soap, every single time we went to make soap, I'd have to weigh out all 6 oils. And as you can see, that's not exactly fun, especially when 3 of our oils are hard oils and they have to be melted, and then, you know, it's just a pain. So if we did it all at once, for a bunch of them, I can just pull out the oils when I need them. And... Babe, something fell.
Yeah. Your coconut oil.
No, it did not.
Oh, no, it didn't. Okay.
I'm looking right at it. That was not my coconut oil. Yeah, so it just makes it easier, and I do this maybe once a month. It takes forever for these oils to melt down, which is why I usually just pop something up on TV or put my headphones in and just keep doing this. Take out the total oils of what you're making. Yep, exactly, because the ratio is already correct. So I'll heat it up and I'll give it a good mix with my big giant paddle. Make sure it's all incorporated, and then I pull out what I need. And this way, it's all, you know, ready, and I just have to pull it. This is some of the coconut oil. John's been melting the coconut oil down on the stove to speed up the process. Yep. So once Bertha is filled, I can, you know, on my way home from work say, hey, listen, I want to make XYZ soap tonight, just make the lye. And then you could do this for your lye solution as well. You could master batch your lye solution. Soap Gal does master batch a lye solution. A lot of people do master batch their lye solution. John's a little bit nervous to master batch the lye solution because, you know, if it ever spilled or, you know, whatever. We have too many kids, too many dogs, too many people around. We'll just make the lye solution fresh every time we need it. Exactly. If we had our own shop, we could master batch and leave it there. But we don't have our own shop. We have other people here who could, you know, potentially get messed up with it. Now this is the first bit of shea butter that I melted down. And now we will transfer this and melt that. So now we're at the palm oil stage because I'm not crossing off coconut yet because there's still some melted over there. Well, the way you flip the bowl, because if you don't flip the bowl, then all the drips come and they drip down the side, right? But if you flip it, they drip back inside. And I'm going to be holding that bowl a couple of times when I'm moving things back and forth, so I don't want to get the oil all over my hands. With grace. Yeah, that's me, graceful. Babe, you heard that?
I heard that.
I'm graceful AF.
Mm-hmm.
Palm oil. We need a lot of palm oil, so I'll start to measure it out now. This will probably take about 4 times in the microwave because I can only fit about 100 ounces at a time. But palm oil melts a lot faster than the shea butter does. But the palm oil also comes in a bag inside a box, and I hate transferring it into here. I hate trying to get it out of that bag. It's so annoying. So these are the behind the scenes things that Miss Margaret can't stand to do, but needs to be done. Look at me talking about myself in the third person. Same room at different angles. First light fixtures. Yes, we are in the same room. So when I'm making soap, the camera is more this way on me because my soap is usually right here. And then I'm always going like this and then ducking. When you see me like going to weigh things, I'm always trying to duck. This used to be my kitchen, and this was where my kitchen table was. So this light fixture is the light fixture that went above the kitchen table. So yeah, we didn't have to worry about hitting our head because this is a big, it's a big faux window. We had a nice big table here, chairs on either side. Didn't have to worry about it. But now that this is the pretty much functioning business part of the house, and we plan on moving, I'm not replacing light fixtures. So I'll just leave this here, and then when we stage the house to move, we'll put a kitchen table back here. This stuff in here. So yeah, it's a lot. I think this right here, you see on the bedroom, and then it's in the house, it's in the kitchen, and we'll go them upstairs. They are going to go up on Friday, and I don't think it's going to be ordered on Sunday. Just an hour, I'm going to do yeah. So we have on Friday. I'm also going to wrap on Friday, and wrap the wall on all because it's easier. So maybe I'll do a little bit of maybe paper. I think paper. Not the same paper. Some people on, like, you don't have to make paper. Making paper. But I said actually, it's just my way of saying it because I will walk over and make paper. I'm not doing something like that. It will all that. It's just making paper. So it's going to be and on Friday, I'll have them up for at 5, and we'll go live at 7:30. Hopefully there'll be some left at that point. You guys are going to at 5 and then go live at 5. You guys go live at 7:30. Yeah, I think. Friday when you go live with the it'll be Sol, it'll be similar songs, and it'll be the chocolate stories. Oops. I'll push this out of the way. Is this take my money? I'm buying a lot Friday. Really, July? Really? Is this it on the coconut oil?
Nope.
Nope. One more coconut oil. This is the last of the coconut oil. Your palm oil. It's a little bit hot. Again, I don't want to burn myself, so that's annoying. That would be annoying.
Oh yeah.
There we go. I got my shea butter in there already, so I'll cross that off. Coconut is done. I'll cross that off, and we're just working on palm. Is this everything?
That's it.
This is it. This is all she wrote. Ladies and gentlemen,
Eat up, Bertha.
the last bit for Bertha. Nope, I didn't just drip all over the floor. And that's it. That is how we master batch our oils. I'll put the lid back on now if you would. Oh, your little pre-feed up?
No,
I'm gonna put the lid back on so no dust or anything goes in there. It's a pretty big lid. And I'll leave it the way that it is. And then the next time I go to make soap, I'll turn the heating element on and I'll wait a little while till everything melts down, because the harder oils, the shea butter and the coconut oil, because it's, you know, it's not summertime, they will congeal a little bit. And that's it. That's how we master batch our oils. If you have any questions, feel free to drop them in the comments. And if you found this video useful, why not hit that like button, maybe share it with a friend, and remember, life is short. Use the good soap.